before the NPP came into power, there were scenes of despondency and hopelessness among graduates across the length and breadth of this country, to the extent that it didn't matter what you advertised. If you advertised any job done, you were going to get hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people applying to do exactly anything you advertised to get done. Today, as we speak at this forum, in 2016-2017, over 100,000 young men and women would have lacked the opportunity to contribute to building this nation. As we stand and speak here today, thanks to President Akufo-Addo's vision, those graduates are those that are contributing in the 260 districts, within education, in the health sector, within agriculture, within the digitization processes. If you look at our civic and governance, you look at the sort of enterprises that we hinted at. Across the length and breadth of this country and in every sector, you feel the presence and the contribution of the young men and women. We had 7 modules to start the NaBCo project with. Now, if you look at the magnitude of interest in all the 7 modules, you'd realize that there were a lot of young men and women who were keen to work within education, over 44,000 of them. We had the revenue module, which was a very interesting module we developed to make sure that these graduates were not just going to get employed, but they were going to take part in the very serious exercise of mobilizing resources to assist in the nation building effort. And over 31,000 young men and women applied to join that. If we had over 35,000 qualified graduates within the Ashanti region or within Greater Accra who were sat idle in 2016 and 2017, and a certain vision has now empowered them to wake up every day and face life and face their peers in all confidence. And when they ask the question, where do you work? They don't just put their head down, they are able to lift their head up and say, I work in an institution making a contribution to build the Republic of Ghana. And that must be a good story to tell. That is not the end of the story. I recall during the process that a lot of the nation builders we have today, that is the NaBCo trainees, came with very personal stories. The recognition that a certain deficit existed from our tertiary graduates. It didn't matter where the deficit came from, whether from the training institutions or the fact that industry had not given a mass apprenticeship program to allow them to find the essential work readiness skills. But we recognized for the very first time that a certain deficit existed. It didn't matter what happened after 3 years. Every single one of these trainees would have had their employability profile enhanced by President Akufo-Addo, so they could fly by themselves without anyone even planning their exit arrangement. And that is something remarkable, that even by developed nation standards, if any country was able to invest to the magnitude of $13 million monthly among a graduate cohort of the youth, monthly, what is there to compare to that by any international standards? And we see exemplars from across the world. And I'm sure by the 36-month program phase of the Nation Builders Corps, every single trainee would have told a story of growth, a story of aspiration from a point of hopelessness, but now looking to a future of hope in a transformed nation.